Hello and welcome to Threefold Herbal Healing. My name is Leo Sade and I'm the herbalist. And today I wanted to speak to you about detox and inflammation, or better, about toxicity in the body and inflammation, and why detox is important. So you will not be surprised to learn that toxins are inflammatory. But did you know that inflammation produces toxins in the body and increase your toxicity overload? And if you don't know what toxic overload is, opt in to the toxic overload video a couple of weeks ago. Toxic and inflammation are like the chicken and the egg. It doesn't matter who show up first, but the other will surely follow. Toxin can enter the body through breathing, smoke, digestion, if you eat food that was sprayed, or food that is your body perceive it toxic, through the skin. If you put on yourself anything that is toxic, almost all cosmetic now is filled with chemical and other stuff that are toxic for you. And also there is toxicity that the body itself produces. Dead cells, oxidative stress, and other things that happen through the metabolism of your own body. All those toxins make your immune system very edgy, and they can prompt an immune response. The lymphatic system is both your garbage truck and your police squad. As the garbage truck, the lymphatic move to all the cells in your body and collect the garbage from all the metabolic processes that happen there, dead bacteria and viruses, and dead cells and damaged cells. And they bring the lymph fluid, carry all this garbage, the same way that river take down soil and small stones and all kinds of stuff with it. And it takes it to the lymph nodes. It basically at the end, it end up under your armpit. And from there, it go into your digestive tract. And then you can eliminate it with your poop. The lymph also act like the dorms or housing for the police squad. So a lot of your white blood cells uh, get their training and their housing in the lymph node, especially in all the lymph fluid, but the lymph nodes especially. So the lymph node are really where your toxins meet your immune system. And since toxins are really toxic to your body, they immediately keep your immune system on the toe. Your immune system is ready to launch a fight because they sense kind of an alarm or a threat from your toxins. All you need is really a tiny shove for your immune system to be triggered and produce an inflammatory response. In some cases, this shove will look like toxins that have the same molecular or protein shape as an organ of your body. And then when the immune system attack that molecular thing, it might attack also the organ or cells of the body that look very similar to it. That's how autoimmune disease start. That is one of the mechanisms in which autoimmune systems start, because the immune system see your body as similar to something that is toxic, that is irritating to the body, that is a threat to the body. They see them the same way. So yeah, that could start an autoimmune disease. But this is all could work at the opposite way too. Chronic inflammation can cause tissue damage. Tissue damage means a lot of dead cell. And if we go back to the lymph that is moving the garbage away, if you have a lot of garbage, the lymph movement, the fluid, will move we will move a lot slower. Stuff will stay in the lymph longer. And there is a lot of toxicity there that stands longer. It's a little bit like leaving a garbage bag outside, a summer day and coming back home to see it's all smelly and rotten. That's what's actually happening. Chronic inflammation can also compromise the organ that are in charge of moving and eliminating and processing toxins. We are talking about the liver. If you have chronic inflammation, the liver might be uh, kind of, not in his prime work, the kidneys, the skin, and we talked about the lymphs. When those organs don't function properly, don't do their job properly, you get what I just described. You get detox organs mechanism that are flooded with toxins and that they can't move it alone. It's stagnant, it's congested, and it's lay heavy on the system. And that happens because there is inflammation that is slowing down all life processes. The other thing that inflammation does, it's in order to produce an inflammatory process, your body needs to produce a lot of energy. And inflammation is basically like a fire. It's a heat process that transform or transmute. It's like what happened in the compost, or it's like transmuting damaged, dead areas in the body, organs or tissue, into a healed tissue. So there is a lot of heat in the process. That's why a lot of time if you have a wound, you will see red and hot area. It's actually produce heat. And all this heat produce toxicity. It produce a lot of oxidative stress because oxygen is burned out there. And it's very much like your chimney, where when you warm your house with wood, and smoke is coming out, it's the same process. It's just happening in your body. And this process is, all this oxidative stress is toxic to your body. So you, again, increase your toxicity when you have inflammation. And the last thing is that inflammation actually damages cells. It's damaged tissue. Chronic inflammation, specifically if it's lasts a long time, cause cells to do apoptosis, which is like a self-destruction, and it's also use a lot of immune cells, and those immune cells need recycling. So inflammation cause a lot of more toxicity in the body by just recycling cell and immune cell faster. And that increased toxicity. Inflammation increased the body toxic overload, which might lead to chronic inflammation. And that's create a vicious cycle where inflammation increase toxicity and toxicity increase inflammation. And it's really hard to get out of this loop. So how to break up the toxin inflammation cycle? Any program, any plan, any way you really want to break up the cycle need to work in two parallel ways. On the one part, you need to take care of the inflammation and reduce the inflammation. On the other part, you have to, at the same time, work to reduce your toxic overload. And in order to do that, you need to do two things. First of all, you need to reduce your exposure to toxins. So you need to have less toxins in your life. And the other part is increasing the resilience of the organs that take care of toxins, that help detox. You hear me saying, I'm not saying push them to detox. That's not the idea. The idea is to support them, nourish them, see that they are vibrant and they can do what they They know how to do it. You don't need to tell them how to do it. They have an experience of 6 million years of detoxing human body. They have a lot of wisdom in them. It's not about pushing them. It's about giving them what they already need. And that's nourishment. That's understanding how they work and what nourish them and how to help them do what they already do. And when you're doing that, and along the side, you reduce the irritant that cause the inflammation, you will detox your body and reduce your inflammation at the same time. But this requires more than a program that gives you a bunch of smoothies and promise you that if you have enough celery, you will be detoxed. That's not how it works. Any detox that is serious is also anti-inflammatory, and it means a complete lifestyle change. And lifestyle change means work, and it means time. It's not something that you do in a short period of time. It's basically a lifetime work. So I'm asking you now, are you ready to make the leap and jump into a lifestyle that is supporting daily detox, daily anti-inflammatory, so you can thrive and be full of energy, inspired by clearing your mind, all of that. That ends up this month for detox. And I'm really hoping you join me next month. I'm not sure yet what the topic will be, but stay tuned. See you next month. Bye.